In this video, I'm going to show you how you can reconnect your wireless camera using an Avalonix built-in wireless system. Here we can see we have our NVR with a mouse plugged in. It's connected to my monitor off screen, and we can see that we have our WC3MP camera here. Now, all of these systems are pre-configured before they are shipped to our customers, so some of the things that can go on is if the customer is trying to use the camera out of range, then of course the NVR and camera won't connect. Another issue that can happen is a password. Sometimes the NVR forgets what password it should be looking for on the camera. This particular video is addressing that. So here we can see, again, we have the NVR, the camera's unplugged, and I'm going to go ahead and plug my camera in. As you can see here, I'm just sharing a 12-volt power adapter. You will have two separate 12-volt power adapters, one for your camera, one for your NVR, but just for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to share a power brick here. And now you can see my camera and NVR are plugged in. Now I'm going to go ahead and pan over to my monitor. So you can see we have the interface pulled up. We're logged into our wireless NVR. We just plugged in our camera. So now in order to check on the camera status, we need to go under Setting and Camera. And then here we can see there's a camera registration screen. Now we can do a device search to refresh our camera registration screen. And it's going to take a couple of minutes for this camera to boot up and connect back to our NVR. Okay, so it's been about 30 seconds to a minute. I was just clicking the device search button every 10 to 15 seconds or so to make sure that I could finally pull up my camera. Here you can see that it does pull up a device. There is an IP address of 11.1.1.136. Now this is our IP camera. After we plugged it in, the NVR is picking up the IP camera after it's been joined to the wireless network. Now this is another scenario that can happen after removing the camera from the NVR, is it lost all of the information from the camera. Now this can happen just because of rebooting the devices or during shipment. The NVR, when it reboots, loses this camera. So in order to re-add this camera, we're going to click the Add button. Now the thing about this is, since we re-added this camera, you can see we have a red status here, and if we right-click and back out, it says invalid password. Now in order to alleviate this, we're going to right-click again, go under either camera registration or main menu to get to the camera registration screen. In order to alleviate this red status, we're going to come over here to Modify, and then here we can see the password field, and we're just going to type in the password that is set on our camera. This should be found on the label, or it will be emailed to you when we send you the configuration document, and it's the login information for the NVR. Then we'll click Save, and as you can see, very shortly thereafter, the camera actually pulled up. We have a green camera status. Hopefully this video helps you troubleshoot your built-in wireless system and get your camera back up and running. Thank you for watching.